So just a bit of a long-term update on the G5 helmet. I used it extensively this week. You can see it's full of dust. Working on a cement site. This is not cement dust. This ain't Portland stone. This is raw from a raw mill. So you can see we've got a lot of dust up here. I kept tasting dust, kept being like having sort of particles in my mouth, very dry mouth. You know, did think the helmet ain't working right, which I've sort of thought from day one with it. And you can see obviously the new style face seal doesn't go completely across the top of your head. It goes up to the middle where this feeds through, and you've got a big gap here where dust can get over the top of your head. And obviously it does. That's all cement, sort of powdered dust that has got into the helmet. And then the second problem is, although this is positive pressure, obviously dust still gets in there. The second problem is you come down to the bottom of the face seal, and if you remember on the FX, the face seal sort of slides in from the side and then velcros up the side. Well, they've done away with that on the G5, and we've got a piece of hard plastic that sort of just sits in a groove. As such, it's free to move, especially if you keep pulling this over your fat double chin like mine. What happens is, and you can see the amount of dust there, that pulls away, and it's a direct route into the inside of the helmet, because there's no proper mechanical seal in there. There's my fingers on the other side. There's no seal, there's no bond, there's nothing. It's just literally the sort of spring pressure of that hard bit of plastic sitting against the helmet. So is this a £1,200 helmet? No, it is not. And I would show you the Adflo, but I've just emptied all the dust out of it. The Adflo's got numerous issues as well. Basically ends up with you having a lungs full of dust. Poor show 3M. I mean, you're meant to upgrade your helmets, not go backwards. You've obviously made it cheaper. This might sound like a rant. Well, it is, because twice I've spent real good money with you. You know, I spent 300 quid on new filters last week with you guys through my distributor. And you just can't make a decent product. So I think I'll be looking elsewhere, because you're certainly not the leaders anymore. This is what I'd expect from an ESAB mask, you know, made in China. That is made in China. It says it on the tag. I mean, if you can't get this bit right, then what can you get right? That's about as good as the face seal on an ESAB mask and their fucking pants. So that's my honest review of the G5-01 shite. I mean, you can see the amount of dust on the inside. That's not on the outside. That's dust on the inside. You know, it's just absolutely pants. The headgear's shit. They've made it thinner. It's too flimsy. You try and flip the shield up and it pulls the whole helmet on your head, off your head. Yeah, not fucking impressed. Piece of shit, really. And the Adflo backpack is no better than the 3-year-old one I've got that's letting get dust by. So time for redesign, I think, 3M. Okay, so this is just showing dust in the outlet port of the Adflo. So this is once it's been through the filter, been pressurised by the fan, it's about to go up the tube to the helmet. You can see that port is full of dust, and there should be no dust getting past the filter. So that's all coming up the hose up to the helmet. And then this is the filter looking in the corner, and if you look at the black foam band, you can see dust is getting past the foam where there's an indent, and that's meant to seal the filter against the Adflo backpack. Obviously you can see there's dust on the inside of the depression, so dust is getting through behind the filter there. And again, this is now looking at sort of the middle of the filter, and you can see there's actual dust there on the clean side of the filter as well. So that's dust that's getting sucked past the filter. It's finding an easier route than going through the actual fibres of the filter. It's just squeezing past the foam. And this is the inside of the Adflo, so you can see the piece of plastic that makes the seal. There's dust on the inside of the plastic. So just showing again that the Adflos are meant to be stopping 99 point something % of particles, and they're not.